Spiffy Guy, and I'm back for another Around the Home video, and here we're talking about seeds. It being the beginning of spring, we are looking forward to planting some seeds and getting some things going. So right now I've pretty much got the rolly cart, the patio picker that I had last year, and the garden barrel, which everybody seems to want to be interested in what I'm going to be planting in that. So let me adjust the camera, I'll bring you in and show you my seeds. But before I do that, I just want to let you know where I got all my seeds, and I got my seeds from the Baker Creek Seed Company. They are located here in Missouri, just around Columbia, and they're local. They have all non-GMO seeds. They're all heirloom varieties, so definitely check them out. You can find them at rareseeds.com. I know some other folks like that place as well. They got a pretty decent selection, so let me bring you in here and show you what I got. All right, so first up, I want to say that I did when I ordered my seeds, I ordered them with a buddy and we kind of split them up. So I have some seeds that are in bags. I'll put down the type of lettuce that this is, or whatever the type it is. But essentially, a lot of the stuff in the garden barrel is going to be lettuce. That was kind of my plan. So I have 4 lettuces here. I got a Tango, a Butter Crunch, and then this red Reuben, and then I forget what type this is. But you know, we're going to do a lot of lettuce in the garden barrel, along with some of the other stuff here. And let me put that up. All right, so also in the garden barrel, we're going to put in some endive, and then we'll do some kale. This is dwarf Siberian kale. This is apparently fairly cold tolerant, so I should be able to grow this in the later half of the year as well. And we have some spinach. I'll probably put the kale and the spinach on top of the garden barrel with hopes that it may get a little bit bigger. And I've got some other stuff to put in the top of the garden barrel as well, so let me pull that out. All right, so in addition to the top part of the garden barrel, where I'll be growing the kale and the endive to share with not only with salad but with my lizards. I also have these two types of green onions. This is the Hishiko bunching onion and the Tokyo long white. I like to make scallion pancakes, so it'd be nice to have those growing out there. And I can grow these in the rolly cart as well. I also got this type of onion, and I forget the exact name of it, which I'll put it below. But it's a small kind of a red type onion. It looks pretty interesting. And I also have some chives here. I already have some chives growing out in a couple containers already, and I'm not really sure exactly where those chives came from, and I may root them up and plant some of these chives in there as well. Let me show you some of the herbs I've got planned out for the rolly cart as well. Okay, on the herb department, like I said, I'm going to put this in the rolly cart, the patio picker. We have rosemary and this oregano, this wild zatar oregano, and then the Genovese basil, as well as some dwarf Greek basil. This is apparently a pretty decent basil, and it stays fairly small. I've already planted a couple pots with the anticipation that perhaps if I planted these seeds, I would make spring happen faster. And we'll see how those come out. I got a few more things, but this pretty much covers what I have. Once I get a raised bed in there, I've got this nice popcorn that my buddy picked up, and I thought this was kind of neat. It's a type of maize that's going to create essentially cobs that you can dry out and use as popcorn, which I thought would be pretty neat. And then we also got a free gift with our order from the Baker Creek Seed Company, and this is a type of melon. It looks kind of like cantaloupe. There's the name. I don't know how to pronounce it. It looks kind of French. We're also, once we get the raised bed going, we've got some jalapenos. They did well in the rolly cart last year, but they got way too high. So I don't want to put them in the cart. So I'm either going to plant them in sort of a raised bed or perhaps even a pot. And same with these Oregon sugar pod peas. This is a bushy pea pod, so we'll see how that works. We're all just kind of experimenting at this point. But the main thing is that we're going to start some seeds indoors with some of the lettuce and things like that, and we'll see if we can't get something growing in the garden barrel. All right, so this is the seeds that I'm using for this year. Obviously, I may add some more as things progress, but for right now, we're really hoping to get that garden barrel up and running by the end of next month. Technically, our official frost date is not really for another month. I believe in our area it's either April 29th or April 9th. It depends on what source you find. So I'm hoping to plant some of this stuff directly as seed and take some of the starts that we do and plant those in there towards the middle of April, and then hopefully we have some nice weather to grow this lettuce. Once it gets really super hot, well, we may have to make some adjustments to the garden barrel and see what we can do at that time. But that's what I'm doing. I encourage you guys to go out and get some seeds, start planting, and start growing your own food. And until the next video, thanks for watching, and be sure to hit the subscribe button.